Hey, people.
1 second. We're working on 2 streams here.
Hey, people.
Alright.
Hey.
Hello, this is From Milwaukee to Nashville. I'm Daniel Goodmout. This is my co-host, Christopher Drives. We're going to be talking NHL.
Hey, dude, what's up with the blurriness on this radio? What the hell?
I don't know. We'll get over it. We're going to be talking NHL awards, trades, and signings throughout the league and regarding the Predators.
Yeah, we're basically going to be giving our predictions for the awards that are issued Wednesday.
Yes.
On NHL Network.
Yep, we wanted to give our thoughts on it first. So, the Selke Award, Best Defensive Forward. You got Patrice Bergeron, Ryan O'Reilly, and Mark Stone. Ryan O'Reilly, he won the Conn Smythe for the Stanley Cup. I think he takes it.
I'll go with the licker, Patrice Bergeron.
That would be Marchand, who was the licker, but Patrice Bergeron is a good defensive hockey player.
My bad. He's on the same team as the licker.
Okay, so
I'm gonna go with Bergeron.
Oh god, I do like Ryan O'Reilly as a hockey player, not so much as a person, but as a hockey player, good player. For the Lady Byng, most gentlemanly hockey player. Ryan.
Skip it. We're only gonna do like a handful.
They're all right here. It's all easy. There's not many this year. I didn't get into the fan choice stuff. So you got Alexander Barkov, Sean Monahan, and Ryan O'Reilly. Barkov, I've never heard a bad thing about him. Never heard, seen him play dirty. Never, none of anything like that.
I'm gonna predict Sean Monahan.
All right. Nick Foligno, Robin Leonard.
This is the
Masterton Trophy. Dedication to hockey, what they give to on and off the ice.
I'm going to have to give it to Jumbo Joe Thornton.
I agree there, too. It's either between him and Nick Foligno. I doubt Robin Leonard takes it. The big one of the year, the Vezina for goalies.
Yeah.
This is a toughie. Ben Bishop, Robin Leonard, Andre Vasilevsky.
It's probably going to be a no-brainer in Vasilevsky.
Yeah, I was going to say Vasilevsky, but don't sleep on Robin Leonard. Bishop, you're out. It's between those two to me.
Yeah,
because Robin Leonard instantly made the Islanders, a contending team.
Yeah, and Bishop, you knocked out the Predators, but
yeah. Brent Burns.
And this is part of Norris Trophy, best defenseman.
Correct. Brent Burns, Mark Giordano, Victor Hedman.
I'll go.
It's tough, but I want to say Brent Burns. I don't like the Sharks.
Yeah, but the Sharks did have a good season. They had a good run.
And Brent Burns has done a lot for hockey, so Brent Burns.
Don't know what the King Clancy Memorial Trophy is.
To the better of my knowledge, that is, I don't remember.
I forget exactly what it is, but just because he's a member of my Minnesota Wild, I'm going to have to say Jason Zucker.
I say Henrik Lundqvist.
I'm not even sure what they're giving this award for. So I'm just going to say Zucker to figure out what it is.
All right. Mark Messier Leadership Award. Mark Giordano, Wayne Simmons, Justin Williams.
I really don't. Honestly, I don't want to say I don't care, but
I actually do think Simmons deserves this award just for what he did in Philadelphia, not necessarily what he did.
All right, I'll agree with Wayne Simmons.
Jack Adams, best coach. Greg Berube, who's the coach of Columbus. Wait, nope, he's the coach of St. Louis. John Cooper and Barry Trotz. Barry Trotz is the coach of the Islanders now.
I'll say Trotz, due to the fact that the Islanders weren't expected to do much this year.
Yeah. Calder Trophy, rookie. Best rookie.
Rookie of the year, eh?
Jordan Bennington, Rasmus Dahlin, Elias Pettersson. I say Elias Pettersson hands down.
Right,
just based off of the stats.
All right, I'll go with Rasmus Dahlin.
You pick a Sabre? Wow.
I have no personal hatred of the Sabres.
Hart Trophy, League MVP, Connor McDavid, Nick Kucherov, and Sidney Crosby.
Oh, Kucherov. I thought it was going to be McKinnon, but now it's going to be Nikita Kucherov.
Anybody but Crosby.
Yeah, even Connor McDavid would be a nice pick, but yeah, I'm going with Nikita Kucherov with the Hart Trophy League MVP.
GM of the year, you got Doug Armstrong, who's the GM of the Blues. Don Sweeney, I believe he is the GM for Columbus. I don't know who Don Waddell is for.
I'll say just because of what he did with St. Louis, I'll give it to Armstrong.
Yeah, I was about to say the same thing.
St. Louis got their first ever cup, so I'll give it to him. But that's our picks for the NHL Awards. Good night, folks.
That was done with that. Now let's get to the free agency and signings. All right, so starting off today, Erik Karlsson signed an 8-year, $11.5 million deal, making him the top paid defenseman in the NHL over Drew Doughty.
Yeah, this is going to be 11.5 mil cap hit for the Sharks.
Yep. Now,
now we enter the beginning of about 5 hours.
Yes. Keep it down up there.
Kids.
All right, so the Sharks after today have about $12 million left in cap space. All right. Actually, no, they don't have the new deal up yet.
So your idea of breaking it down further just got shut.
Nope, it's there. It's there. So they have about $11 million in cap space left. Up 12. They still have to pay Kevin LeBlanc, that's going to cost. Jonas Donskoy, that's going to cost. Joe Pavelski, that's going to cost. Joe Thornton, that's going to cost. Gustav Nyquist, that's going to cost. Timo Meier, that's going to cost.
Yeah.
It's not going to be cheap for them this year. Joachim Ryan, they could do without. Tim Heed, they could do without.
Everybody else pretty much locked up past the season.
Correct. But they're definitely in cap trouble with that move. They have no picks in the first round for the next 2 years. And the next one is still to technically could be gone. It is gone. It's gone. Rick Carlson re-signed. It's gone.
Yeah.
So they have no picks for in the first round for the next 3 years.
Sucks for San Jose.
All right. Trades. There was a big trade that happened today and a couple days ago. So we'll get into that. First off, you have Jacob Trouba for Winnipeg's original first-round pick and Neil Ponick. Ponick put up 60 points with the Rangers this year on defense. However, he's a really offensive defenseman, has no size or physicality to his game. With Trouba, you just lost that. They could technically still re-sign Trouba because he is a U.S.
Just focus.
I'm sorry.
We got distracted by something in the house.
Okay. Trouba still has that big size and okay. So to be honest, Rangers still won this trade based on you gave back a first-round pick you never really needed in the first place. And also add in Neil Ponick, he didn't want to be in New York anyways. So you add in Jacob Trouba, who gives you a little more size, physicality. You are able to cut Shattenkirk loose now, who's been
Which will be I'd say a loss.
But Shattenkirk hasn't performed there the way that they expected him to.
Yeah, but
he's had down seasons ever since he left the Blues.
All right, well.
And then Ole Mata for Dominic Kunin and a 5th-round pick.
It is between the Blackhawks and the Penguins.
Yes. Akunin Matata. What a horrible trade. This, for me, for the Penguins, bad deal. For the Blackhawks, bad deal. This is not a good trade. I think that both teams are going to come out the losers. and this is not me being biased towards either team. Ole Mata carried a big contract. Blackhawks already in cap trouble. Kunin and a 5th-round pick, not going to give you the production that Mata was giving you. So either way, both teams lost. We already talked about Connor Ingram, and for the 7th-round pick, that does help cover the whole Admirals goalie thing we were barking about.
That Mata deal, they're going to leverage that into a trade at draft.
Yeah, or at the deadline this year.
Well, they have to do something because, like you just said, that just screwed both teams.
Yes. Now, you had a deal that kind of made me go, huh? At first, but now I understand it. All right. So it's Radko Gudas for Matt Niskanen. Now, Matt Niskanen has been a really good defenseman for the Capitals. However, this game in the playoffs, it becomes a very physical place, not a place where Niskanen thrives.
Yeah, and things don't get called when they typically get called during the regular season. So, yeah, the intensity definitely picks up.
So, because of that, I say that the Capitals still come out because Radko Gudas is a very physical player, and he hits harder than most I've seen. And this helps the Flyers as far as their top 4. All right. I saw that already. NHL salary cap could be below $83 million. Now, Hockey Insider Darren Dreger, if you ever want hockey news,
this is TSN's Insider.
Yes. Also, if you ever want good hockey news on Twitter, follow Darren Dreger at Darren Dreger at Darren Dreger on Twitter. Really good, always on point. Has the news right when he gets it on his Twitter. Really good guy.
Yeah. That's where we get a lot of our info from.
Cap. Okay, according to the highest cap hit for next season belongs to the Las Vegas Golden Knights. They have $5 million right now in cap left. If this goes to $83 million, they would still have $5 million left because they would have to include David Clarkson's $5.2 million, who has been shelved on long-term injury reserve. Commissioner Gary Bettman announced in December that the cap was expected to rise to anywhere from 79.5 to 83 million, which helps the league a lot. We already talked about the Rangers.
But I'm all for the salary cap going up.
I agree. Now, there were some signings throughout the league today. Anthony Duclair, he re-signed with Ottawa for 1 year for $1.6 million. Not a big deal. He still has a lot of upside, just been kind of bounced around. He's like the modern day Thomas Vanek, where on trade deadline he's gone somewhere.
Did we mention Carl Hagelin re-signed 4 years?
2.5 mil cap hit for $11 million in total. Good deal for
Capitals.
The Capitals. It gives them another guy.
It sort of keeps their core together.
Gustav Olsson, he has a 1 year, 2-way deal of $700,000. Jordan Eberle.
That just happened yesterday, right? Or
3 days ago.
3 days ago?
Well, now it's past midnight here, so 4 days ago. But he signed a 5-year, $5.5 million deal. For Eberle's never shown to be that top 6 guy you need. He can produce about 30 goals, but he only produces about 30 assists. So he's got 60 points, but 60 points don't win you cups.
Yeah, it sounded like you wanted to say something else there.
It don't win you games either. if you're getting 60 points from your top forward, that's not going to win you games.
The thing about 7-Up is, it always looks good.
All right. With Dallas for 1 year, $2.3 million. J.C. LePon, he signed 1 year, one-way deal with Winnipeg. It is a two-way deal, barring that he does not. If he plays one game in the NHL, it becomes a one-way deal.
So he better hope nobody gets hurt on his team.
Roman Polak signed 1 year, 1.175, not a big deal. Joseph Gambardella, he signed 2-year deal to be determined
with
on
the
Oilers.
With the Oilers.
With
Are
the
you
Oilers.
mentioning these players? Teams?
Yes, I am. And then you have Anders Nielsen. He re-signed with the Ottawa Senators.
2 years, $5.2 million with a $2.6 million cap hit.
Xavier Ouellet, he's an RFA.
But he's just signed a 1 year worth $700,000, for a $700,000 cap hit for the Montreal Canadiens.
Pavel Francouz, he signed with the Colorado Avalanche 1 year.
$950,000.
It is a one-way deal.
Yeah, it's $950K cap hit. Who is that? Chad
Ruel.
He signed a 2-year deal with the Penguins worth $7.4 million, $700K cap hit.
That is overpay.
Oh yeah.
Brock Nelson, $36 million, $6 million cap hit for 6 years. Brock Nelson.
To the Islanders, yeah.
Esa Lindell, he is a defenseman.
Well, the Islanders were in win now mode, so do you really blame them?
Yeah.
You do blame them or you don't blame them?
Because if you're in win now mode and you give up these crazy contracts, they're going to be harder to come out from under. So Esa Lindell is a restricted free agent. He signed 6 years with the Dallas Stars. He got a 5.8 cap hit for $34.8 million. Chris Drieger, he signed a 2-year deal. It is a 2-way contract worth $850,000 for a total of $1.7 million. All right. So outside of that, Jay Bomeister did resign for a year for $3.2 million.
$3.25 million.
And Nick Schmaltz resigned
7 years, $40.95 million with a $5.85 million cap hit.
Yeah. He got traded this year at the beginning of the year from the Blackhawks. The Blackhawks would have no way been in a place to take that cap hit, so it's all right. Carl Dahlstrom, 1 year, 2-year, $1.7 million, total $850,000.
How many more do you start running through?
We got one left. Zdeno Chara signed a 1-year deal, $2 million.
$2 million cap.
And that's all we have left for that. Now, we haven't talked about it much, but the Leafs, and we all know it, and if the Preds do dump Subban and Turris, like everyone's been asking, do they make that offer sheet for $11 to $12 million and give up picks for the next 4 years?
No. I'd say no because picks are valuable.
Yeah, they are.
You could use those to leverage other deals.
Yes. And that's the part. The Preds are in kind of in win now mode, and you need everything you can, but to set yourself that far back for the next 4 years would be tough.
Yeah, I'd say don't do it. Not worth the headache.
By the way, Predators fans, tune in and take in June 25th to the 29th. You have Predators Development Camp. You can see the Stars of Tomorrow.
Yep, at the Bridgestone Ice Center. For those of you that watch us down there in Tennessee, in the Nashville area.
I believe the game's actually somewhere else, but I could look real quick. I have that.
Wait a minute.
I'm looking because I believe they have a scrimmage.
Oh, that might probably be at the Ford Ice Center,
It is. It's at the Ford Ice Center in Antioch.
wherever that is. I've never been, so I have no clue.
They do have team workouts at Bridgestone. They have an on-ice session at the Sentinel Sports Complex. They have a track workout at Vandy. You have meetings at the Sentinel Sports Complex. They've got all kinds of things that they're going to be doing. Make sure that you come out.
Yeah, Tuesday, what is that, June 25th through 28th, I believe?
There are some very big stars of tomorrow out there. There's Illy Tolvanen. There's Patrick Harper. There's Dante Fabro, David Ferentz. These are all guys that you most likely will see in the next coming years.
Not to mention, for you Admiral fans, they're probably going to be here.
Also add in, there's Nicholas Westerholm, Thomas Famaka, and Milan Kluchek. All good, solid, tall goalies.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to check it out this year.
So have some fun. Hockey season never ends.
Support the Preds.
All right. So that's all we got on that. This has been from Milwaukee to Nashville. I'm Daniel Goodemo. This is Christian.
Our video will
Graves.
get better next week.
Yep, we'll fix
It won't
the
be all
camera.
blurry.
We'll fix the camera.
Yep, see you guys next week. Later. Wait, seriously? That was only barely a half hour. Cool.